Hi guys, I'm about to go in my music room and start recording. I'm gonna do some like Far Beyond the Sun and maybe some shorts, and also maybe my Hendrix trilogy. I'm gonna start working on that. Plus, I've got karaoke to work on. I do karaoke on Tuesdays and Friday nights, Tuesday nights and Friday nights, and so I've got karaoke technically tomorrow because it's Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody! But I want to do something silly before I do all that. That's all about me and about me doing good stuff. And I made a breakthrough today, the Eric Johnson breakthrough. I realize I'm just playing for fun now, and it makes me have a looser feel, I think. And it's going to be fun and interesting for me. I hope for you guys too to see what I do and what I sound like and all that. But I want to tout about someone that I don't talk about too much, and that's Jeff Berlin. He is a bass player, and he started out as a violin player. And so, because I'm a guitar player, I don't always go on about him, and I just want to give him a shout out right now. First of all, in the '80s, the magazine said he was a four-stringer for life because he started on the violin, I think, when he was 5, and then he did the bass when I forget what age he switched to bass. But I thought about the strings on the violin and the bass are interesting because um, they not only both have four strings, but if you play them in reverse order, they're the same notes, except they're different octaves. Therefore, they're the same pitch classes, but not the same pitches. And pitch is a note without rhythm, with respect to rhythm. But you can think about that if you want. But so violins are tuned from low string to high string. Violins are G, D, A, E, and basses are from low strings to high strings, the exact opposite, E, A, D, G. I think it's interesting that if you play violin and bass, you are basically playing the same four strings, at least as far as what the actual note names are, but just in reverse order. I think that's cool. And I want to say that I was a guitar player. I'm a guitar player, so for me to learn a bass solo means that I respect that bass player a lot because when I was getting into Alan Holdsworth, I was 17 years old and I was already playing Alan Holdsworth stuff. I've been playing 2 years. I actually learned the solo to Water on the Brain Part 2 from Alan Holdsworth's Road Games album. And I'm not even a bass player, but I loved that solo. I loved playing it. And I asked my teacher at the time, Tom Franks, because no, not Ginger. What's his name? Geez. Um, uh, Jack Bruce, bassist for Cream, sings on Alan Holdsworth Road Games album. And I asked my teacher, well, Jack Bruce was the bass player for Cream. How come he doesn't play bass on Road Games? And my teacher said, because Jeff Berlin is a badass bass player. And that put it into perspective that even the bass player for Cream just sang with Alan Holdsworth, and Jeff Berlin actually played bass. So, so I'm going to do my own things now. I'm going to get ready to record and learn stuff. But I want to divert attention from myself for a second by talking about a great musician. Um, he put out, he actually has a teaching credit. He has a teaching little thing he does. I don't know if it's little, but he talks about 10 things that are good and 10 things that are bad or well spoken of, and 10 things he's for and 10 things he's against. And it's food for thought. Not that he knows everything, of course, but he does have credentials as my and one of my mentors. I had four mentors when I was playing music growing up when I was learning, and one of them was a bass player. His name was Chris Brian Chapman, and I actually learned from him. So bass is a cool instrument. And love you guys, peace, rock and roll. I'm gonna do my own stuff now. Love you guys, peace, rock and roll.